Today is November 22nd, and kind of just want to talk about a few different things. I've been reorganizing the house. Originally, a lot of me wanted to keep the house the same, keep everything I could the same. But that's not the case anymore. When I was talking to, really just a bunch of different people, everybody sort of had their different ways of coping, their different ideas on how to cope. And one of the things I was told by a friend who had lost her husband was to just reorganize the house, or even just paint the walls or something like that. And I think a lot of people do it to get rid of the daily reminders, looking at everything around you and thinking day in and day out what you had, what you lost, and just always the past over and over. I don't really mind all the reminders, but I do have a reason why I decided to start reorganizing. And when I mean reorganizing, I mean pulling things out of cabinets, off of drawers and all that, putting them back where I want them to be, moving furniture. I've gone so far as I moved 3 fairly large shelves just 4 feet to the side so I could reorganize a few other things. I've redone everything in the kitchen. There's very few things in their original spot. And my reason for doing all that is because now it is just me. And it's a bit of an attempt to really just make everything more comfortable for me. There were compromises that I always made, and that's to be expected. When you live with someone else, you always make compromises for how things should be. Whenever you want to change something, you have to consult about it, more or less. But now it's just me. So if I put something in a certain area, it will always stay in that area. It will never be second guessed as to why it's there, or somebody else's conveniences or inconveniences being brought into consideration. So that's why right now I am reorganizing everything. I'm basically on a mission to undo anything in the house that I don't like. or to do things that make more sense to me and the way I think. The reason the kitchen was organized the way it was because I didn't spend that much time in there. It was decided when we moved in that the kitchen was his. Despite that, I had to constantly reorganize the pantry or put dishes away, and then there would be some minor argument about why something's put where it is, where it's always been. A few times where I knew he did it and could even prove he did it, but still, that never stopped any of it. But now I don't have to worry about somebody else in here. The only person I have to worry about is me. And the only way I think I can live comfortably at this point is to cater everything to me and what I want and the way I want it. Now, it's a thought in my mind that if I did start it, it would almost be like erasing everything that had happened. But that's not really true. The truth of it is that now everything we had together is in the past. And the only place I can truly live is in the present. And I still have to be mindful of the future. So for now, I need to do everything in my power to make things better for me. And that's not to say it's going to cause me to forget anything or take away any of the reminders. Every time I stop to think, it's a reminder. And this whole time I've never stopped thinking about it. But in life we don't really have any choice but to keep moving forward. And that's what I can hopefully in the near future begin to focus more on. I want to continue to move forward and not stagnate my life. But those are just some thoughts I wanted to talk about.